recording and hey, here we are.
Oh, hello.
We're doing this.
Patreon, and welcome to QNC After Dark, Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode 30. Yeah. Pretty light episode compared to the stuff we had prior. So what's the diddly do?
I love Mark. I don't want Mark to go away.
So funny.
No one's taking Mark from us.
What a goof.
We're going to set Mark up with a nice girl in the end and just leave him behind so he doesn't die.
Yes. I love that.
Sheila!
Oh, Mark and Marta would be perfect, though.
That is, I did not even think of that, JP. That's so smart. It's like they both like to cook. It's so cute.
My God, they're gonna have like a Michelin star restaurant out in destination spot.
Yeah, Lonely Wood is gonna be, or no, this would be Tourmaline. Tourmaline will be popping.
Woo!
Yeah.
New hipster haven. It'll be great.
Oh.
I think it's a nice there were some whether it was intentional or not, the nice little nods to Renner in like the fishing aspect and like the aquatic creature and some of the interaction, I don't know, just some of that stuff.
Going for clams.
Yeah. Even though we never got any, but it was on the table.
You guys can still get something later.
We're still planning to stay the night.
Yeah, right.
Part of me was like, oh my God, James is going to keep throwing awakened animals at us until we do something.
That's going to be the thing for like go north and meet the awakened animals. That's going to be like the tour of 10 towns, meeting all the various awakened animals, just running around.
Oh God, I remember as a kid. Sorry, what was that one?
You might run into George the Bush every once in a while.
Yeah, that's right, George the Bush.
I don't think George is still awakened or won't be. I don't think he'd been, because you have to do it a certain number of times over a certain amount of time, and I don't think he'd been awakened long enough to stay awakened. I could be wrong on that, but based on what he told us, I had a note that he only had about 10 days of.
But he probably had a good life. He got out of there.
He got to be in the sun.
Yeah, he got his son. I just liked, I enjoyed, and thank you for letting me play Mark. I know I joked about it before, but he's so much fun. He's so silly. Oh God.
Yeah, you bring some life into
adolescent. But I love that you gave, because James gave me a little bit of backstory, but he's like, I love that he gave you guys the choice of where to go, because there were multiple things that Mark had seen, and it's like, I saw this, and this. I don't know. So I love that you all had the option then to then now dictate specifically where and what we should be doing. I thought that was really smart to give them options. Also, I'm sorry. I think I started improvising. I'm like, oh yeah, these Yetis were speaking common, which everyone's like, what? And I'm like, maybe they didn't. I don't know. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. But the way that the backstory information was given to me, I assumed that they were communicating in a way that Mark could understand, since you said they seemed. Well, I'm not going to give anything away because you'll see.
Oh yeah.
In 3 months when we get back to it.
Well, the other nice thing though is that it's super valid that Mark would tell us things that are his interpretation of things.
Yeah, of course,
and we would do our own kind of checks from our places of knowledge and be like, that seems weird, but also like, is that weird because of what was happening, or is that weird because of the way Mark gave us the information?
Sure.
So that can, I think, unlock fun discoveries for us in the future anyway.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to know Donovan's backstory. This is fun. I was just like, what are these names that are coming up? Like, who is this?
Oh my God, did I make a character named David again?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I did.
I love it.
But then I didn't.
I'm really glad that Azar and Elspeth were, for different reasons and in different ways, kind of on the same page about like, let's just slit this person's throat and not have to deal with it.
Oh yeah, in the fight, Azar is not nice. 100%. Like nice Azar is gone when the fight is on.
Yeah.
It's like the person's out to kill you, you don't let them walk away. That there is no upside to that.
Right. You did.
Donovan is like, they found me now, so we'll just keep killing assassins over and over again, or maybe we could strike a deal. and you know, he will go back after this.
What, you don't want to settle down and retire with Elspeth in
East Haven.
Haven?
And open the East Haven Zoo.
Just
It's
forever
like-
third wheeling.
Oh, Elspeth fully assumes that she's never gonna see Imdra again because Imdra's gonna want nothing to do with
Oh, I
her again
forgot.
after this.
That was such a sweet moment. I had thought you guys had kissed. You've never kissed?
I kissed her when she stabbed me to give her the guidance so that she could break the charm
That's what I thought,
effect.
because you were just like, I was like, wait a second. Yeah, that's not the best
Yeah.
way to start off
No,
a
that's
relationship.
what the
Uh,
apology was it was the implied like, I think I violated some consent here,
Sure.
but we were in the heat of the moment.
Oh, that
Yeah.
moment.
Heat
Oh,
of the
it was so cute.
moment.
It was so sweet. I'm like, no, I just want them to be together. I want her to come all with oh, it was
I gotta go redeem myself for my fuck up with Levistus first. So, and Donovan and Elspeth, I know both still have major guilt issues about both feeling responsible for Renner's death, and it's gonna be a while before they're past that.
Sure.
So,
I think Mark is a great distraction.
yes. Mark was such a lovely note of levity for us to still be dealing with Renner, but also like, okay, we have to keep this kid alive again, but also like he's actually really capable. He really took
Who knew?
Renner's
You
words to
wrote
heart.
so many good roles
Yeah.
with him. I was like, you like the shittiest role you did was a 5 for your survival check.
Sure. Well, at the beginning, we were all rolling crap,
Yeah.
Ola, and then I
Yeah.
think something turned. The tables turned.
Mhm.
But it was like on a super meta textual, I was an English major level. There was something really lovely about having this moment where Renner was the tool of his own destruction. And then we were provided with this weird random thing that Renner did in the past that ended up actually being a boon as well. And like that kind of coming full circle for the party of like, yes, he was impulsive and did crazy stuff, but like sometimes it turned out really good. Now we have Mark. Now we just have to convince him that Marta is the one for him.
It's not, though. It's not. No.
Until
Chantel.
Donovan, can you convince him that Marta's middle name is Chantal, and so it is meant to be?
Oh, what if her middle name is Sheila?
Oh,
Then
wait,
it all.
There
Chantel,
we go.
Sheila.
No, Marta, Sheila, whatever. her
Marty's,
last-
right. Last name Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Sheila
We
Shenanigans.
can tell Mark, okay, wait here, we'll be back, and then not come back.
He will find us. He will seek us out.
That's a bit, no, I honestly think he would stay. He would just be like, they're coming back for me, I swear. He said they would.
Yeah.
10 years and 5 kids later.
Yes. What is
I need
do
to.
we, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was like, I need to find the backstory that I wrote, so
Mhm.
that next episode I can explain to Amoa why I'm a terrible person and why there is an assassin after me. Because I feel like just after the accent conversation, I definitely feel like, okay, I have to tell Amoa
Yeah.
everything.
Could we, I mean, this is, and I know this is, we have to wrap up pretty soon, but like for the future of Frost Maiden, could we do that? Like, could we do, if 2 of us have time to just do like an aside, does that make sense? So
Oh,
like
yeah.
Donovan and Amoa have literally, I mean, James, I know you'd have to like kind of oversee, but I'm just curious how we could maintain for the
creating
next few
content.
months. Yeah, or yeah, just for little things,
Hmm.
because I know the main bulk of the story must have all of us
Right.
continue. But
Another pitch I will put into Thomas and James's brains. I've done this before with my home campaign. You do one-on-ones, and we do backstory flashbacks.
oh yeah, that's fun too.
Because then you can schedule it on, you can pre-record it, schedule it on our own time, essentially.
Yeah.
That's a thought, just because we can pre-record them and then that can get plugged in as little like peppering in some space, and also
That's
giving
fun.
James a chance to actually know what we're talking about when we reference our insane
That's
backstories
true.
that he doesn't have. I mean, he knows everything about all of our backstories at
Yes.
all times.
Yes.
all times. Well, as the omnipotent God, I know when it is time to end things. And
Hey.
we're going to end after dark for today. So thank you all so much for joining us. Remember, if you're on Patreon, tell your friends about this, because I think we talk about some really interesting stuff about storytelling, about Dungeons and Dragons, and all of the stuff that we do here. So tell them about it. Patreon.com/quest and chaos. You're already on it. Just show them where you are. Anyway, again, stay safe, stay healthy. And for us here at Frostmain, stay frosty.
Keep frosty.
Eee!